Hey, I'm Michelle with First Paw Media, and I'm here today to talk with you about something unique. I'm a dog trainer here in Alaska, and I want to talk with you about my everyday carry. You see, nobody is talking about this on YouTube. Everyday carry for women in Alaska. All right, you guys, I am going to show you all of my everyday carry and why it's important and why it's useful for me up here in the wilds of Alaska. Up first is my 2020 MacBook Pro 13-inch that I use every single day. Now, I know a lot of you guys are rocking the Apple products just like we are here at First Paw Media. Let me tell you why this is an important piece of equipment that I use every single day, and I do carry it with me every day. Now, I am managing my clients on this laptop. I am sending them invoices. I am communicating with them. I'm also doing our podcasts that we do on this MacBook Pro, as well as this video content that we're doing right now. But I also use this MacBook Pro to further my education. You see, I'm in a DSL program where I will become a strategic leader. So that is all of the reasons why I have my laptop with me pretty much all the time. I travel with it. I go to my clients' homes with it. It really does help me do my job. By far, this is probably the most important piece of my everyday carry because you see, I never leave home without this. And that is my iPhone 14. And you know, I know a lot of you guys out there went with the Pro or the Max or whatever. I went with the 14 because I upgraded this from the Mini. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have small hands, which means I also have small pockets. And I need my phone to literally fit right in my pocket so that I can pull it out and use it with my clients. I can calendar very quickly, which is primarily what I use it for, calendaring and texting. So there's always constant communication in my life. I'm not really on it to browse Facebook as much as people think I am. I'm not on it really to watch YouTube videos. In fact, I never watch videos on my phone like that. But it is one of the most important tools for me, for my business. Now, you might be thinking, in Alaska, what's the service like? Well, I can tell you that I have been a customer of AT&T since I was 16 years old, and I still am a valuable customer for AT&T. And their service works just fine up here in Alaska. Alaska has its own cell phone company that is good if you're out in the villages and things, but for us here where we're at, AT&T has proven by far to be the best carrier for coverage for us, which is important because I cannot lose contact with my clients. So I also put my phone inside a Jimmy case that I absolutely love. This is my fourth or fifth one, and I have always enjoyed the Jimmy case quality, and it holds up to dogs and bumping and dropping and all of that. But not only that, it has the best little pouch on the back here, and it holds up to 4 cards. I've gotten as many as 6 in there, and we're talking about those heavier, thicker cards like the metal Apple card and the metal Amex cards. And I travel all over the world with this, you guys. You just slide it in like that and push it out. And you know what? There's only 1 card in here right now, and it never falls out. I've had this on the beach with me in Belize. I even took it caving with me in Belize. Just like that, no problems. I really do love that iPhone 14 by Apple. All right, you guys, to accompany my iPhone, I have an Apple Watch Ultra that my husband got for me back in April when they first came out, and I was kind of excited, but I was also skeptical about it. He got it with this band. I can't remember which band this is. Doesn't really matter to me. It's functional. It works. It's comfortable. I do get it dirty because, again, you guys, I'm a dog trainer, so I'm constantly getting dirty. But what's valuable about this watch is, let's say I don't want to have my phone on me because I didn't have the right pockets this day or whatever. The Apple Watch is an extension of my phone and makes my life a whole lot easier. But before, I had an Apple Watch before, I think it was a generation 3 or 4, and I didn't really see the value in it. It was clunky, got in my way, and at that time my husband bought me a gift that really means a lot to me. And so I go back and forth between my Apple Watch Ultra and my Rolex. So I have an Oyster Perpetual Rolex. I think it was a 2018 model. And so I go back and forth between them. I really do love my Rolex. It's a lot of fun to wear it. I get a lot of questions about it, like, why is a dog trainer wearing a Rolex? Well, if you can tell, I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I have a titanium wedding ring, and so it's something that I can wear that I'm not too worried about a dog tearing up. And guess what? Dogs put my hands and wrists and arms in their mouth all the time, and I'd rather wear this than anything else. It's stainless steel. I've had it for a few years. I do wear it every day until I got my Apple Watch Ultra, and I gotta tell you, it's held up to quite a lot, because not only am I a dog trainer, but I'm a dog musher as well. And you can check out videos about our dog mushing adventures right here on this channel, First Paw Media, and I really encourage you to do that. But let's get back to the Ultra for a minute before I hang that up. For dog mushing, it's a valuable tool because it tracks how many miles we're running out on the trail. And, you know, we can go anywhere from 2 to 4 miles when I'm bike joring, or we can go up to as many as 50 miles in a day. And the Apple Watch really helps us track those miles. But, you know, earlier I was telling you about my super fabulous trip to Belize. Because I couldn't take my iPhone with me caving, I did have my Apple Watch, and it worked fabulous. You know, we were caving through these caves, and a river was coming through, and water was about neck deep for me. And having my Apple Watch, I was still able to use it a little bit of my flashlight and other things, and I was able to clear the water out of it, no problem. And then we went diving in Belize and snorkeling, and this watch was fabulous for that. I really enjoyed it. So if you're in the market for an Apple Watch Ultra and you're kind of skeptical, if you do a lot of adventuring like we do, you should go for this watch. I really have found it useful. Apple has really come up in the world of adventure sport watches. Couple of things I'd like to see them add to this is, you know, you've seen those commercials with the EKG card. I would love for them to actually make the EKG functional on an Apple Watch. That would be super cool, and I think it would be beneficial for a lot of people. So that's how I work with my time. You guys, one thing for sure that I am known for as an everyday carry are my Oakley sunglasses. I have been wearing Oakley sunglasses of some type since 1988. Whoa, now you know how old I am, right? Well, anyways, they have become my signature, and they have become my signature for sure in the last few years, because in 2015 I suffered from Bell's palsy, and so part of my face actually became paralyzed temporarily, and the residual of that is that I don't blink at the same rate, and my mouth doesn't always work, and so I wear my sunglasses a lot. I wear them on videos a lot. I wear them when I'm working with my clients a lot so that they don't get distracted by that. And so right now I've got these custom ones that Robert got for me. I'm so excited about these. These actually just arrived. They are quarter jackets, like I said. This is an orange color, which totally matches my Apple Watch Ultra that I put off screen. As you guys can see, it's got the orange on it, so it matches, and I'm super happy about it. So these are the ones that I rock. My face is a little bit smaller, so I go with the youth version or the Asian version just because my face is a little bit smaller. But I think you'll agree that they don't look too bad on me. All right, so there is 12 to 14 hours of sunlight in Alaska at this time of year. But you guys know we are the land of the midnight sun. So those sunglasses come in handy quite a bit up here as my everyday carry. So one last thing, I always have an extra pair of sunglasses in my FJ. Oh, that's right. That's part of my everyday carry. I drive a 2013 Toyota FJ Cruiser that I absolutely love. My husband bought it for me a year and a half ago, and it quickly became my everyday driver, and I have not looked back. It's got a Viper auto start, which is very important here in Alaska in the winter, because I don't want to walk out there in the cold, negative 20 degrees, and start that truck and have to come back inside and wait for it to warm up, or risk my life with a moose outside. So I use my auto start, especially in the winter, to warm up my truck. It's got an Apple AirTag on it. The Apple AirTag on here is not because I lose my keys. I put Apple AirTags on all of our keychains because my husband has a tendency to misplace his keys. One of the best places he misplaced his keys, you guys, was in the back door of his 07 FJ, and a client actually pointed it out to me. He left them right there. Couldn't find them for days. They were in the back door keyhole. So he got Apple AirTags on all the keychains because he's constantly losing his keys. Lastly, I'm a major Foo fan, so I've got my Foo Fighters keychain on here just because that sets my keys apart from everybody else's in the house. So, you know, up here in Alaska, we do a lot of off-roading. We've got a video of the yellow FJ here on this channel, actually. Go check that out. Where we're driving over Hatcher Pass. It's just outside of our backyard right here in Willow, Alaska. And we had a lot of fun doing that video. Everybody out there saw my thumbnail and you didn't see Apple AirPods. There's a very good reason for that. That is because I love my Bose Quiet Comfort Sports. I use these every time we travel on a plane, and I don't know if you've ever traveled to Alaska, but to get out of Alaska, it's a lot of plane rides, you guys. We're talking a 3-hour flight to Seattle, and then from Seattle, however long it takes me to get wherever I'm going. So we use the Quiet Comfort by Bose. I really love them. They're small, they're sleek, they pop in, and they provide absolute quiet. I hear nothing when I'm on the plane, and I don't need over the ear headphones to enjoy my sound. And typically when I'm listening to these, I'm listening to a lot of rock, you guys, and I like to listen to it loud. So I go with the Bose Quiet Comfort Sports. They are my go-to AirPods, if you will. And I find them to be quite fabulous. If you guys haven't tried these out, give them a try. You might like them better than those other ones. One of the other things I have to have on me as a dog trainer every single day is not a treat bag. It's not a vest that dog trainers typically use. I'm not that kind of dog trainer, you guys. I usually always have this leash on me, and this leash was made by Bold Lead Designs. Back in 2008, my friend Katrina started making these, and she was in a booth next to me, and I bought this one, and I've had it ever since. It's made out of horse bridle leather. It's got 8 different things. It's called the Colorado 8-Way Lead. It's a 6-foot dog training leash. A lot of my service dog clients use this leash. I use it. It is versatile. It has a lot of things going on. I'm going to show you right now. So she hand makes these, you guys. They've got O-rings and snaps all over the place. There is a free moving O-ring so that you can turn it into a slip leash. There's a stopper for that. There's also other ways that you can make this leash. There's another handle. You can make it shorter. You can make it a little bit longer. It is a 6-foot leash. Like I said, there's some braided spots on it that really make it nice. It's super soft. Obviously mine's broken in, but I use this leash every single day. And to help me out, I also use a training tab, you guys. This is an 8-inch training tab, and the reason why it's called a training tab is because you can put your fingers between it like this or like this and easily gain control of your dog if they're off leash. So your dog is still having a leash attached to them, but it's not a 6-foot leash, it's a shorter leash. This works fabulous for dogs that are 50 pounds or more, because those dogs have a tendency to be tall enough to handle the leash hanging down and not trip up on it. So this is another fabulous tool that Bold Lead Designs puts out. We absolutely love them. They're still doing really good business and good things there in Colorado. So check them out if you are interested in upgrading your leash. You guys, I have to tell you, the last thing you guys saw on my thumbnail was not any kind of Leatherman or knife or anything like that. But what you did see was a butter knife. I am known for saying this trademark. This is the wife's everyday carry right here. All of you wives out there know for sure that this handy dandy tool right here can do a lot of things for you. It does a lot of things for me, and it's on here kind of as a little play to those EDC guys, but because I really do use it every day, you guys. I open paint cans with it. I scrape tape with it, sticky stuff with it. I obviously tighten up screws with it. Who else doesn't do that, right? I get gum off of my shoe with it, all kinds of things. And so I had to put that in there as part of my everyday carry for women in Alaska. I really do appreciate you guys joining this show here on First Paw Media. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. We've got a lot of other kinds of content out there. A lot of it's dog-centric, but you might find something different that you didn't know about. Thanks for tuning in.